Hi friends, welcome back to Smart Chess. I hope you are watching my videos. Today I am going to explain how to checkmate with the king and rook. Just before we start, you'll need to know a very useful fact. There is a term called the opposition. This is where the two kings end up horizontally or vertically opposite each other. This is done to block the king from escaping to a certain square. Because when someone uses the opposition on you, the three squares that you might want to move to will be blocked. In this position, black can force a draw by moving his king to f6. Because continuously, white will be somehow forced in this corner, because if he can't move out of the way of his pawn, and he really wants to move the pawn to win. This technique is very commonly used in the king and rook checkmate. That is because the rook alone can't force the opponent's king to the corner of the board, so it has to take some help from the king. Now, as you know what the opposition is, let's start. First, you form a barrier around the opponent's king. This is done by moving to rook d2, because this line is being controlled by the rook. So the king is forced to stay in this box, and will be trying to make the box smaller every move. Okay, then you force the opponent's king into giving you the opposition. Because if they give you the opposition, the three squares in front of them will be blocked. Then we can check them, and they'll have to move on to the next file. I'll just show you how that goes. King, black's move, king there. My rook goes to d8, because I don't want to lose it. Then he moves his king to e2. Now if I move my king to c3, he can't play king to e3, or he'll be giving us the opposition. Then we can check him. So he wants to extend the process. So he'll move his king to e1. And then eventually he'll be forced to move to e2. And then we check him. So now, this square, and this square are all guarded by the king. And this file is being controlled by the rook. So the king will be forced to the next row. And then we move our king and again try to force them to give us the opposition. So now we just follow them. And then again they are forced to give us the opposition. We check them again. And then we have to try to force them into this file. Then we try to give them a checkmate. Sometimes they automatically move into the next file themselves. That's not really good for them, but they do it anyway. In that case, we move our rook to the next file. Now, this is the king's box. So the king is trapped within this file. And then we have to force them in giving us the opposition. Then we give them a checkmate. So now I move my king here. Oh no, it's black's move. So he moves his king to h4. And then obviously we chase him around the board, because we want him to give us the opposition. Then eventually he'll be forced to give us the opposition. And as soon as he's done that, we checkmate him. Now, g1, g2, and g3 are controlled by the king, so the king can't escape through that way. And the h file is being controlled by the rook. and the king has no way to escape, so it's checkmate. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.